Welcome to the ADHD Mind, a space for ADHD, creativity, and personal development. 4 mindsets I'm adopting as someone with ADHD. Number 1. Understand self-worth. People normally measure their self-worth up against what society considers desirable: a high-paying job, a big house with countless bedrooms, a huge social circle with hundreds of people, a nice expensive car, exotic vacation trips. No one can deny that those things are great to have. However, if we can constantly use those as a measuring stick for our worthiness, I doubt we ever be happy and feel good enough. There are always bigger and better things out there to aim for. We might be mistaken that once we check certain boxes that we set for ourselves as definition of success, we would then be happy and that's the end of it. But that is rarely true in real life. As long as we continue to compare our achievements to other people, we will continue to feel less than. It's a never-ending cycle. The things that we find others value become the things we come to value too. Then we convince ourselves that these are the things we must achieve to be worthy. Worthiness is not in comparison to everyone else around you. It's not a competition, but rather an acceptance of yourself and who you are. Brene said in her book, The Gift of Imperfection, when we spend a lifetime trying to distance ourselves from the parts of our lives that don't fit with who we think we're supposed to be, we stand outside of our story and hustle for our worthiness by constantly performing, perfecting, pleasing, and proving. Our sense of worthiness, that critically important piece that gives us access to love and belonging, lives inside of our story. The greatest challenge for most of us is believing that we are worthy now, right this minute. Worthiness doesn't have prerequisites. So many of us have knowingly created or unknowingly allowed been handed out a long list of worthiness prerequisites. Let's remind ourselves, worthy now, not if, not when. We are worthy of love and belonging now, right this minute, as is. Number 2. Let go of perfectionism. I noticed that throughout my life, perfectionism has been affecting the decisions I make every day, from big to small. And it has definitely held me back from making any progress at all in more ways than I can realize. So what is the root cause of perfectionism? According to Brene, perfectionism is not the same thing as striving to be your best. It's not about healthy achievement and growth. Perfectionism is the belief that if we live perfect, look perfect, and act perfect, we can minimize or avoid the pain of blame, judgment, and shame. Perfectionism is a 20-ton shield that we lug around thinking it will protect us, when in fact, it's the thing that's really preventing us from taking flight. Perfectionism is not self-improvement. It is at its core about trying to earn approval and acceptance. Most perfectionists were raised being praised for achievement and performance. Somewhere along the way, we adopt this dangerous and debilitating belief system. I am what I accomplish, and how well I accomplish it. Please perform perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. Perfection is an unattainable goal, and it's more about perception. And perfectionism is often the path to depression, anxiety, addiction, and life paralysis. I now strive for good enough over perfection. Number 3. Be proud of any progress I've made, no matter how small. I've come to accept the fact that I will go at my own pace, no matter how slow it may seem. I may not have all these things that other people define as success, but I do have other things that I'm extremely grateful for. Any progress I've made so far may seem small, but now I'm truly proud of them because they are the results of all the hard work that I've put in. I've now learned to enjoy the journey and process rather than obsessing over the outcomes, and celebrate small wins along the way. Life is a journey, not a destination. Number 4. Cultivate hope. I'm not the most optimistic person you meet. In fact, I struggle with negative thinking quite often. It's just part of who I am. But one of my goals is to cultivate hope. I think hope is so important to everyone's life, no matter what challenges you're facing with. With hope, you have the power to get through your darkest days to see the sunlight tomorrow. Without hope, it's like you keep going in a dark tunnel with no way out, and you just keep going and going, not knowing when or whether it will ever end. Hope gives us purpose in life and the strength, courage, and persistence we need to get through difficult times and open our eyes to see other paths for us while all the other doors have closed. If we're too busy mourning over the closed doors, we might never get to see other opportunities. When you still have some hope left in you, even if everything else in your life may seem to be falling apart, you still have much more than you think. You will find a way. I heard about this quote from Steve Jobs that has kept me feeling hopeful and keep trying on those days when I feel most discouraged. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Subscribe to my channel for more content on ADHD and personal development.